And I'm pretty sure now I have the queen of diamonds in my mouth.
Shin Lim amazed the world with a seemingly impossible card trick in America's Got Talent Champions final. This is a performance and tutorial of the trick he performed. The first section of the trick with a mobile phone is a marketed effect, and so will not be taught in this video. Shin asks the spectator to think of any card that they like. In the performance, his spectator thought of the Queen of Diamonds. He goes through the deck and finds the thought of card. He then takes their card and places it on top of the deck, so we know that their card is in the deck. He then hands all the cards to the spectator and tells them to shuffle their cards somewhere into the middle of the deck. The spectator takes the deck and proceeds to shuffle the cards multiple times, thoroughly mixing their card up. The spectator also cuts the cards too, so that no one knows where their card actually is. Once this is done, the cards are cut for a final time. Shin then asks the spectator to choose either pile. In this case, the spectator chose the pile to the right. Shin then instructs the spectator to pick up that pile and one by one deal the cards down into his hand. He lets the spectator know that they can stop dealing the cards whenever they like. It is a genuinely free choice. The spectator picks up the cards and begins dealing down. She deliberates over the final card and then places it onto the deck. After the cards are dealt into Shin's open hand, he squares up the deck. He turns over the card the spectator stopped at, and it just so happens to be her chosen Queen of Diamonds. The rest of the cards are then shown to let the spectator know that all the cards are in fact different, and had they stopped any sooner or later, they would have chosen a different card. Shin then goes through the deck and tries to find his favourite card, which is the Three of Diamonds. He places the Three of Diamonds at the top of the deck, and then finds the spectator's card and places it onto the table. He hands the Queen to the spectator, letting them inspect it one last time. He then cleanly displays the Queen on top of the deck. In the performance, his spectator kisses the card, and her lipstick makes that card unique. In this example, I simply sign the card, making it unique. This means that the spectator's card cannot be switched out for any other cards. Shin then takes the Queen, folds it into four, and instructs the spectator to bite down on one of the corners using her mouth. He then takes the next card down, his favourite card, the Three of Diamonds. This card is also signed. I've written the word magic across its face. Again, this makes the card unique. The three is then also folded up and placed into Shin's mouth on the left. Despite both cards being signed and placed into each other's mouths, Shin then snaps his fingers and the cards magically switch places. The signed Three of Diamonds is now in the spectator's mouth, whilst the spectator's signed Queen of Diamonds is now in Shin's mouth. Shin then takes the Queen, rubs it, and it completely disappears from the deck. This trick requires a deck of cards, 2 of the same card, and a pen. On one of the duplicates, write the word magic across its face. Place the clean duplicate onto the deck, followed by the one you just signed. That is all the setup that is required for this trick. Let the spectator choose or think of any card. In this case, we have used the 2 of clubs. Place the 2 on top of the deck. Our next step is to secretly transfer the 2 into our lap. There are many ways of doing this, but in the performance, Shin uses a palm. You can do this by distracting the spectator by asking them a question, and then, using your open hand, slide their card off the top of the deck and place it onto your lap. Do this in the motion of handing them the deck to shuffle, and it will act as extra cover. Another way to do this is to turn over the top of the deck, and then get a little break under the top card as shown. Then use your fingers to cop the bottom card off the deck and dump it onto your lap as shown. This is a move that will require some practice before you can do it. However, it is a fundamental in card magic that all magicians should learn, and there are multiple palming tutorials on the internet that you can use to further improve your palm. You can now hand the spectator the entire deck of cards and let them shuffle it as much as they like. After that, let your spectator deal out as many cards as they like into your hand. This again is a free choice, and they can stop dealing the cards whenever they please. As they're dealing the cards down, you're going to need to get their card into a position called Tenkai Palm. This is where you rest their card between your thumb and the palm of your hand as shown. You have lots of time and cover to do this since your hand is under the table. Once their card is in Tenkai Palm, naturally rest it on the edge of the table. You can leave your fingers slightly open and it will look perfectly natural. Once the spectator has stopped dealing down cards, they will be in a slight mess in your hand. Come over with your other hand, and in the action of squaring up the deck, drop the spectator's card on top of the pile. You can then reveal that the card the spectator has stopped at is the card that they chose. Once this is done and the reveal is finished, leave their card on top of the deck. The next part of the trick involves you finding the 2 duplicate cards in the deck. Say that you're looking for your favourite card and move both of the cards to the top of the deck. Even if there's a card in between them from the spectator's shuffling earlier, this won't matter, just simply do it naturally because the spectator doesn't know what's going on. Once you've moved both cards to the top of the deck, the order should be as follows. On the top you should have the signed duplicate, after that you should have the clean duplicate, and after that you should have the spectator's chosen card. Take the spectator's card and let them inspect the card one final time. Whilst they're looking at their card, secretly turn over the top card on the deck. You can do this under the table, against your body, or against the table itself as shown. The spectator won't see this because they'll be distracted by looking at their own card. Place the spectator's card onto the face-up card as shown. It looks like the spectator's card is now the only face-up card, but in reality there are 2 cards that are turned up. Now let the spectator sign their card whilst you hold the deck. Turn over both cards as one, and then fold up the card and place it in the spectator's mouth. The spectator thinks that they have their signed card in their mouth, but in reality they have the signed duplicate card in their mouth. Now perform another double lift, turning over 2 cards as one, and sign the face of this card in exactly the same way you signed the duplicate. For example, I've written the word magic in the same place as magic was written on the other card. Turn over both cards as one, and then fold one card up. Again, the spectator thinks that you're folding up your favourite card, but in reality you're folding up their signed card. Once folded and placed in your mouth, the trick is done. Snap your fingers and reveal that the 2 cards appear to have switched. In the final part of the trick, Shin makes the spectator's card disappear from the deck. To do this is very simple. Place the spectator's card face up on top of the deck. Then push it forward using the palm of your hand. This will reveal the card beneath it. Using the palm of your hand and fingers closed, pull the card beneath it backwards until it clips the top card. Now simply slide your hand forward, placing the face down card over the spectator's face up selection. When you remove your hand, it will look like the top card has simply vanished from the deck, when in reality it is second from the top. This creates the deceptive illusion that the card has vanished.